It's a mess. Yeah.
How good is my fucking seat?
Good.
Tong Lee Supermarket, check them out.
I got the good one.
Yeah. Alright, so it's that time. We hit 5k subscribers like a week ago, and we're about to be at 5,200. It's insane.
Yeah, I think today, of the time of this video, it's like 5,180. Pretty sure.
That's absolutely crazy because there's a video, you can even go back yourself and it says 10 months ago, the date of it is 10 months ago. And that was when I done that burnout for 500, so I'm just going to chuck it in right now.
Yeah. Fucking skids.
And that was at 500 subs, and that's like less than a year. That's crazy. You guys have just been going hard.
Yeah,
Shout out to you guys, MVPs.
These guys went hard with the questions, but it was pretty good.
Fucking crazy. I posted it and my phone wouldn't stop shutting. I had to sleep last night to come here. My phone's going off, you guys.
It's pretty cool. Shout out to most of you because, like, you actually asked proper questions. I was kind of expecting, you know, your shit.
You actually asked proper questions. The first question I see on Instagram is from Aiden Gamrawi. Why is Aiden a sick cunt? I'll let you answer that one. I feel like it's directed at you.
Because I just am. Alright? I can't think of a proper answer. I didn't think it'd be the first one. You know what? I'm going to answer the first question. Okay, this one's on Facebook. It's by... If I butcher your last name, I'm sorry, man. Paul Gianfrido.
That's a hard one.
Yeah. What cars have you both owned?
Oh, shit. I've had a lot of VS Commodores, let me tell you that.
Yeah, shit.
You go first.
Alright, so pretty much my first car was probably the VL you see in like a lot of the thumbnails. It's pretty awesome.
Such a good... We learned a lot on that car.
So pretty much we did a manual swap, the diff swap because I didn't want to pay a diff shop to do it and we just wanted to learn. Wheels and brakes, full exhaust. Made it turbo like twice.
Did some gauges on it, I think, some interior shit.
I pretty much restored the whole interior back to normal again, but then I sold it.
Yeah, that was literally the worst thing you ever did to me. You did that to me! You broke my heart!
Fuck you. Nah, I had to sell it at the time, but I regret it every day. If you get a VL, don't sell it.
Do not.
I sold it for chips.
It's not just a car, it's a fucking investment these days.
Yeah.
He sold his, full manual, came with basically a full turbo setup.
Yeah.
It was like mint. You guys have seen the photos of it. Lowered, exhaust.
Fucking love that car.
All this good shit, and he sold it. It had rego too. How long?
No, it ran out of rego.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it was just out of rego.
Yeah.
All I had to do was go online and pay rego.
If I find pictures, we'll send it up when it was going on the trailer. I think I have it.
I have them, yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go.
And he sold it for $2.5 grand.
Yeah.
And we're pretty sure it was a fucking Series 200.
Yeah, it was.
Series 200
All the interior had the
dash.
Series 200 stuff on it. But yeah, let's keep going. You answer your question, mate.
Okay.
That's a big one. Who's that from?
No.
Oh.
That's me, the toast.
Shit.
Okay. From Mitchell Snell 9 on Instagram. How much money have you sunk into the VS? That's sort of a hard one because...
Which one?
Yeah, the VS, I've had two. I don't know if everyone knows this. I was in an accident in the first one. I ran up the arse of some old guy because he stopped in the center of an intersection. Fuck that guy. And yeah, it like sandwiched the front end. I'll put some photos up and it literally destroyed the front end. And I was like, what the hell? I hit him out like 20 Ks and my car's like written off. Come to find out, me and Aiden pulled it apart that night in my backyard. I had to drive 40 minutes home with the front end pushed in, it cut into the radiator hose. I was pissing out coolant. Yeah, it wasn't making boost. And then get home, the radiator's like that far off the snout. And yeah, the bash bar we found out was made in Thailand in 2013. So
yeah.
it previously had an accident and was just dodgy back together. Paper thin fucking Rio bar and destroyed
It was
it.
crushed. You couldn't. The frame was even bent.
Yeah, and yeah, the front frame rails were like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I have spent a lot on that car, and then we got this new one. Me and him reshelled it and done everything in 2 days on one
Yeah.
weekend.
So all the doors, trims, seats,
Every
gearbox,
removable
engine,
panel and like drivetrain piece was changed.
and the gearbox got changed in those 3 days at least like 6 times.
Oh, there was some issues. And yeah, so I would say the VS build, so far I've sunk over the 3 years that I've been like building it, at least like 15k, I would say.
Yeah.
Somewhere like 10, 15k so far. It's had 2 different engines, like 4 different diffs,
Yeah.
3 different T5s.
Tail
like
shafts, everything.
Yeah,
Rims.
full, because I have gotten like 2 complete diff rebuilds. They're like 700 a piece. I got
Yeah.
a Gib T5 rebuilt for 900.
That took
and that's-
ages.
Oh. And I haven't even run that yet, sitting behind my storage container. Like there's a lot of parts that have been brand new, refreshed, so it's had a lot of money put into it. And I just got to keep going with it. I'm not going to be like, oh,
Yeah, it's not like.
go get an SS, like V8. I understand that, but this is like my build. Like this V6 is what I want to do. I feel like it's not so common and it'll be fun.
And also, to finish off the question about how many cars we've had, so you've probably seen I've had the VT.
I didn't answer that.
Yeah, shit. Forgot, mate.
Yeah, what cars I've had. My first car was an E36 318i
Oh, yeah.
that was in a front end accident, and I like full repaired. It was sick. I full fucking.
It
finished that.
never stepped 1 foot out of the garage.
Nah, no, it was in the backyard,
The
and I did a
backyard.
burnout in the backyard on the concrete patch.
Oh,
You
yeah, I
remember
remember that.
We took the rear of the exhaust
We
off.
were like just on our L's.
Literally. No, I didn't even have my L's yet at this point. I didn't have my license. And then I got rid of that after repairing it, and I got an S13 shell and a turbo CA18. And I like done a bunch. It was literally bare shell, like just wiring, dash, and that's it. No doors, guards.
Put
boot,
the engine in.
nothing.
Everything was all sweet, but
I've got photos, and then we done the whole engine and all that, and ended up parting it out because I ended up getting my L's, and I got like impatient and wanted a car to drive, and I didn't want to finish the S13
And you
and
got
keep
the
waiting.
VS. You got your first VS.
And so I bought that original first VS, and yeah, from there I ended
Never
up
going back.
crashing that one, and I got that shitbox wagon as my little daily in between getting a new VS and reshelling it. I had a VS burnout car as well, a VR wagon burnout car,
I haven't had as much as Matt.
and the VL as well. Now I have
the
the VL.
Waggo.
Yeah.
That thing's gonna be a skid Waggo.
It's going to be so fun. NA, and then later down the track boosted. Oh.
So, next question, let's see. Probably not gonna read every single one. Like maybe we can try, but fuck.
It was a lot.
Yeah. Alright, let me go back. Okay, next one. Alright, it's on Facebook by GearHeadsOz. When is the VS getting an LS?
Oh, I just talked about this. Everyone wants me to just drop an LS1, like fucking, alright.
It's actually expensive.
Listen here, like I said, I have built my car and everything in it, brand new, reconditioned, all this, to suit a V6. For me to go even just to a 5 litre, it's going to cost me so much just to do that like whole V8 conversion on everything. It's a mission. To do an LS1, bro, just the like bell housing adapter and all that bullshit, like engine mount adapters and stuff, it's like $2,000 before I even get a motor, a box, all that
And
stuff.
that's usually like, if you want a T56, it'd be like from $4,000, the cheapest I'd say, for like a donor car, to like $6,000, depending if you get like a worked motor, etc.
Yeah, and then it's like, that would just be a stock LS1, compared to me spending my $10,000 going for like 500 horsepower on a fully sleek fucking V6 turbo, come on.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry to say, I don't think the VS is going to get an LS anytime soon. And if it ever does come to the point where I blow the Ecotech up and change motors, it's either going to be a JZ, like a 1J, 2J
Or RB.
hybrid, an RB like 25 probably, because I'm not rich and can't
There's a
afford
guy on
26.
Facebook, I don't know his name, but he has this sick
25 U.
25 U. I think he's selling it.
Yeah, he was. And also, maybe if I ever did go an LS, it would be an LS3.
Fuck.
And every single one of those engine swaps I mentioned would be boosted. There's
Yeah, exactly.
no way around that.
Alright, you do your next question, Mike.
Alright. We have from Fraser Byrne. What's your dream car? Oh, this is a hard one. I have a lot.
Yeah, it's not like, so pretty much when me and Matt were younger, the only like cars we would talk about were JDM. That's it. No joke.
Full on.
JDM. Anything that wasn't JDM was just shitty, and we'd make fun of it. But as we grew older,
We got wiser and
we got,
realised
you know,
that's
at least
not
knew
just-
there's other places. So we like V8. We used to hate LSs, never touch them in the world.
Yeah.
But now, you know, we grow up a bit.
Yeah, you just get more knowledge.
Not just fanboyish, just, you know, getting smarter with cars.
When
and-
you understand.
But yeah, to answer that actually question, for me, I can't nail it down to one, man. I'll do a couple. I'll just say, so an S14 with a JZ, not the SR.
Hashtag rock rounds.
Yeah, I just don't. They don't sound good to me, but they make solid fucking power. Don't get me wrong, but
For a little 2-litre.
I just think a JZ and that chassis would be great. Another one, shit, I'll try and. This is not my dream car, but I love it just the same.
It's mid.
Yeah, maybe like an E30 would be great. And I'll pick one more. Fuck. Another VL. Yeah.
Money.
For sure.
Yes.
I'm just gonna get another one, I don't care.
It's gotta happen. And for me, it's so ever since I was like a kid and I discovered like Initial D and
Yeah.
our
Oh,
boy
yeah.
Keiichi Tsuchiya and his fucking insane A86, like the way you can throw those guys. Just even like Need for Speed Underground 2 and
Yeah.
Carbon and all that, I always had the A86 and like
That's true,
JDM.
yeah.
It was just so sick. I always loved them, and the 4AG and ZE, the little supercharger,
Yeah.
they're fucking sick. But I would
Yeah, they
love
have the fucking side mount, don't they?
yeah,
SC14.
SC14 that people chuck on their Buicks and shit.
They go
What
on
about
the
that? I
ride,
don't
bro.
know. They don't go on. Don't do that. Okay. All right. So yeah, I would love an A86, and it would probably not have a 4AG
They're
in it
a
very
gold
long.
mine now.
Yeah. VF Senator or fuck,
It used to be an S14 for you as well.
yeah, I really want an S14, but every man and their dogs have one these days.
Yeah.
And I would say it's fucking impossible in Australia, but an E30 wagon would be sick.
Yeah.
An E30 or even an E36, but E30 wagon, oh, that would be.
That would be
Me
pretty
and my
good.
wagons, mate.
Oh, yeah, he's always been obsessed with wagons.
Team Long Roof, let's go, boy!
Fucking hell.
There's
Even
so
the VS wagon, that thing.
It was sick. $500, bro. That thing was a weapon. I wish I could. If I could find who owns that, I will give them
I
money.
doubt it drives.
I don't care. Bro, I'll put a new motor. I'll do anything. to
Bro,
that
I think it
thing.
needs more.
It would be so sick. The thing's like fucked.
Do you reckon the guy watches the video?
If
If you're the guy that watches these videos, if you actually watch the videos, which is pretty lit, send us a video of you driving responsibly.
no, don't do that. I'll get jealous. Send me your phone number so I can contact you and buy it back.
He will. Don't do it. He'll do it. Okay. All right, next one. I gotta say, it's from Shane.
I
How come Aiden doesn't have his VL anymore? Fuck you, Shane.
Shane's the one with
Yeah.
that straight pipe Civic that came.
Straight pipe Civic. It's getting louder and louder each time it's warming up, which is scary. Well, Shane, you know why? You were with me when I got rid of it. We actually, with the money, we all went to Queensland.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. We drove his VTL67
Yeah.
to Queensland.
And you know what? For anyone that says they get shit fucking, fuel,
It
mate,
wasn't that bad.
it was pretty good. Like, one
And we-
tank.
It was good to like chop every Corolla every now and then down the
Yeah.
highway.
And to at least accelerate past trucks.
Yeah.
That's just,
Bit wild at night.
but yeah, I just sold it because at the time I lost passion for it because I ran out of rego. I didn't have the money. Fucking Woolies dogs.
It was
But,
a hard time.
Yeah. Kind of just got like influenced to do it, but I wanted to do it at the time. But then you know what? It let me get this, and I'm actually like excited to build this up again. the VT was like, I was excited at first.
Did a lot for very little.
Yeah, I got it from some car sales place and
No, I mean, like, we've done a lot of stuff to it, and
Oh,
I feel
yeah,
like
we
it just
did.
didn't
perform.
as much as we, like...
Well,
would've
then
liked.
again, it had every leak under the sun. It had like transmission leak, oil leak, obviously oil leaks everywhere, power steering, transmission fluid again, fucking like wheel bearings, link pins were going, and then the box felt like it was slipping, you know, like it was just too much.
Yeah.
I think VTs just get like fucking thrashed. And then one day it just engine light came on and then just didn't turn back on, and then some guy came, fixed it in my yard, took it for $17.50, I think it was. Yeah, really cheap. Had a fair bit of, I think it had reg on it too.
Yep. Had Simmons.
Yeah, Simmons. I didn't really like how small they were, but you know, etc. We'll move on. Next question, mate.
Alright, so, how old were you when you did your first skid, and what car? From Patrick_Senior03.
I'll go for it. I was in my VL.
Yeah,
I don't know
it
if
was
I should-
still auto.
It was auto, and pretty much we didn't have a key for it at the time, so me and Matt found out that behind the steering column there's a push rod in the VLs. You just have to take off the top of it, and we push it down with a screwdriver to start it. We also changed the fuel pump. Fuck, we were like young. We were like 14, 13.
Yeah, we discovered it had someone put a fuel cutoff switch in it.
Yeah, fuel cutoff switch. I miss that car. So many memories on that. I lowered it.
We installed a push button start because that rod we were talking about in the ignition
Snap.
and all that kept fucking up.
Yeah, we learned a lot of shit through like
so
our
we put
first
a
cars.
full on hidden push button start, wired it in, everything ourselves. It was full sick. Like. And for me, when I did my first skid in what car? Shit.
Beamer.
Yeah, the E36 auto 4-cylinder 318.
With half the exhaust off.
Yeah, unbolted like just before the diff, and yeah, chuck her in garage. No, I neutral bombed it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dumped the clutch. Yeah, and yeah, just shredded on the little concrete patch. But so many skids since then. So many in the VS, and yeah. It's just... And I was 15.
Yeah.
I was 15. You were.
I had the VL like a fair amount of time before my L's, and I was just trying to restore it with birthday money and Christmas money and all that stuff. I got it to the point where it was running with the manual gearbox but not registered, but when I got a job it was registered within that month and it was fine. Alright, so pretty much I'll just pick this one. So it's by, let's see, Kane Tonner. Are you going to Summer Nats this year?
100%. I don't know if you're going to come with me, but
Yeah.
I am going. You fucking better come.
Well, yeah.
Whether,
Hopefully the VS is done, but we don't know.
whether it's done or it's like
Maybe we
you
can
know,
take the Wago.
done and running and then broken and not going, or like the wagon's done, whatever. I'm hoping I'll get a car there myself. Even if like one of the cars is broken or whatever, I don't have a car, I will still go just to have like a meet up, and
Yeah.
we're gonna do a meet there and everything. I want to see all your guys' cars and everything. It'll be so sick, and can even go out on track and stuff like that and do in-car footage
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah,
Because I want to
definitely going to
like build the Beamer to be like something good for corners, pretty much, because that's what this chassis is good for. They're not fast at all, but you know, this one's loud. It's gonna take corners pretty well.
This is from Show Burnouts Media. Shout out to you, legends.
Oh yeah.
How many cars have you owned, and which one has been your favourite and first car recommendations in New South Wales? So we've been over how many cars we owned. I think I've owned like 6 or 7.
I've owned VL, VT, Mirage, E36
Yeah, I had E36, S13, VS, VS Wagon, VR Wagon, VS Skid Car.
VRU.
Oh yeah, VRU, VS again, and then now VR Wagon. 9 cars. Which one has been your favourite? Definitely for me the VS, the second time round. So the recent, like the VS I have now.
Yeah.
It was L67. It was so fun. You guys haven't seen how much fun I was having.
Yeah.
And first car recommendations in New South Wales.
Fuck.
That depends. Like, what's the budget? Like,
Like
obviously
if you're
gonna be
just
on
gonna
your-
get a car, just for driving, maybe like something that's not red hot. Like driving around Sydney and
Something cheap will... Fuck, my seat collapsed! I would say get like a little 4-cylinder, like a Pulsar, you know, little SR20.
yeah, the Pulsar's go alright. Like the SRs.
N16, you know, they've got different motors or whatever, but
Yeah.
yeah, there's like Pulsars, there's fucking, what am I talking? There's Civics and shit. You get
Yeah,
mad.
Civics,
They're
Pulsars,
heaps good on fuel, make good
XLs.
power and stuff. Yeah.
Bubbles, whatever
but
you
if
want.
you're talking in relation to like videos and like stuff we do, and you want a first car to like skid and have fun in and do
I wouldn't
stuff
say
like
a
that.
Commodore. I wouldn't say a Commodore. But yeah, I don't know, I wouldn't say get a Commodore. If you're going to put 20s on it and fucking slam it and straight pipe it, it's just too red hot. But if you're just going to buy something, I guess, I don't even know.
It depends on
I
your
never had that
budget.
like, oh, what should I get as a first car mentality. I had my VL.
Yeah, you already had a car like.
Yeah.
With me, yeah, I sort of just looked online with what money I had, and I was like, yeah, I'd be down for an E36. And then one of our mates, Kyle, had an S13. Shout out to
Oh
Kyle.
yeah.
And he was going to get rid of it or whatever, and I was like, fuck yeah. Because I remember when he got it delivered to his
Yeah.
house, and I was there, and I was like, this is so sick. Like, stuff,
Like, that
a
was a
full-
shell.
Yeah, that was like a legit project. Like, I'll put photos in. I got so much stuff for that car, and it went from a shell to basically finished. It needed
We even got doors, didn't we?
doors, bumper, boot,
Yeah.
everything.
It was ready, but
All it needed was wiring and a tail shaft. It even had the fucking custom interior Mr.
oh yeah,
S13
Mr.
that I
S13.
found.
Do you reckon someone's rocking that?
Probably, yeah. I'd say so.
Some sex spec
Yeah.
S13 with
That
mad
was,
chrome.
that was pretty cool.
Are you okay? Okay.
All right, now let's continue with the questions. Editing's gonna suck for you, brother.
Oh, mate.
All right, so this is by the Burnout Scene. Shout out to this guy. He's got a pretty good channel, Mad Cars. Not channel, sorry, page on Insta. So his question is, what do you think about a VXSS Commodore? Do you like the newer models, etc.? Well, yeah, I like VXSSs, especially if they have the. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, I like them, but they have to be manual.
Yeah, they're fun. I've driven even an auto one, and they're quick. They got a lot of torque and stuff, but
Yeah. I'd like to own one just because like it's fun. You just bang, smack the clutch, and you're going out.
they're
you know?
definitely a fun car. You can take that to the track, and you're having fun no matter what.
Yeah.
They're fun cars. You can get them for cheap, and they're pretty sick. So
Just all the cars we've had have been low weight, relatively. Like this weighs a little bit more than a VL, and I think a VL weighs like 1200, maybe 1150.
depends on the model.
Yeah, it depends. I think my one was 1250.
And you got to remember, guys, even still for you, those cars aren't legal. For me, they've only, like, I went to Canberra and I still had the VS build. I wasn't just going to get rid of that and go get an LS1 just because I could.
Yeah.
Like, I have too much invested in the VS to do that. And yeah, for Aiden, it's still not legal until you full
Yeah,
license,
exactly.
or until he
And plus,
grows
probably
some balls and moves to Canberra.
The first car I would get would not be a VXSS, so that's. I don't mind them. If you hear the truck, we are sorry. Alright, you know what? We'll answer a couple more questions. I just got one more on this one, and then you can answer a couple more. Alright, so this one's from the Daily Hooners, and it's apparently for me. Shout out Daily Hooners. So what's the one thing you hate about the E36 and the one thing I love about it? Okay, so the one thing I probably hate is how boaty it's feeling. It's planted when you're going straight because now the diff's got decent bushings, but it's still really boaty. It scrubs like, because these wheels on it now, they're Avid something, but they're 9.5, and the guard's like already been pulled and rolled and chip and paint and everything. Like it's been like full on. So probably that, just the sloppiness of the whole suspension, but I'll fix that soon. And then probably the one thing I love is just how it looks in general, like the chassis shape and how the E36s look, especially with the new ducktail on there.
Yeah, and the front end, like with your halos on and everything,
Yeah.
it's just, oh, it's so
I'm still gonna get I've still got a couple things for body I want to do after, you know, certain things that are getting done. So like probably a rear splitter from what is it, Fancy Wide. I saw them. I got this from Cleek Tuning. If anyone doesn't know, pretty good for any E36 stuff. And yeah, that's that question.
Alright, now, more from Instagram. So this one's from Clint_Dwyer66. He has 2 questions. Why did you move to Canberra? And I moved to Canberra because I was struggling big time, like money-wise in Sydney. The job I had, it was okay, but I wasn't making it. I was making like 400 a week if I was lucky, and that's on like 5 days a week. And yeah, and I got my green peas. My dad said to me, like, my dad lives in Canberra. He's managing trucks for a job in Canberra, and he said if I get my green peas, that I could, get my truck license, because I can when I have my green peas, and move to Canberra and have a job where I'm making like 1,500 a week on the same hours I was making 400 a week.
Yeah, that's true.
Like the same amount of work, and so it was a big opportunity for me. My partner that I've been with now for over 2 years has a lot of family down there as well, and so it was just timing and opportunity, and
also just for cars, it's just a better like scene at the moment.
yeah, and the fact that I was able to, I can do anything to my car. I can put a turbo on it in the ACT. I have 8 points on my license. In Sydney, I think I have 1 point, or I think even if I come back to Sydney and transfer my license, I'm pretty sure I lose it straight away.
Yeah.
Like, so, yeah, it was just a better opportunity, and the timing was just, And the second part is, what's your opinion on the V8 5 litre, and are you ever going to get one? Probably not, because an Ecotech...
They're so shit. I'm just... Like, they're so boring and underwhelming.
They sound fucking amazing. I don't think there's many V8s that can match the perfect sound of a 5 litre, but they're very underwhelming in power.
Yeah.
They just cost a lot for a little gain, I feel like.
Woo!
Alright, so this one's from Christos.Petro12. That's hard.
Let me look. Which one? Christos Petro 12. Are you going to make any changes to the VS after the turbo build? It's a pretty big change. So let me just...
There is a long list of shit I want to do to the VS, and like, there's so much more I'm going to do after the turbo build. You don't even have to worry about that. There's going to be a lot more.
I think even everything's been changed at this point. Tail shaft, diff, engine, gearbox, clutch, studs, flywheel, like...
There's going to be more body mods, suspension mods, interior mods, and like the list goes on.
It's going to be sick. We got to shout out this guy, Hughesy, mate.
Yeah, he goes hard.
Alright, so Hughesy's been a sub for a long time now, since 500 subs in general, actually. He's young, but kind of like us when he was younger.
Yeah.
Knows a lot about cars, not just dumb. So, pretty much, he's heard why we started making videos, and his question is, what is the fastest power skid you've done?
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's on video. The skid compilation video, the second skid, it's like pitch black, you can't see anything besides like the dash and my headlights just going left to right. But I like went around this sick bend that I always go in the work truck. It was like on one of my old runs, so every time I was in the work truck, I'm like, fuck, I have to take the VS here one day. So one night I had the GoPro set up in the car because I was doing those like skid videos. And yeah, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go the long way, and I'm gonna go down this street, and I'm gonna just skid this corner and see how it goes. And it was like, it had been raining earlier that night, so the road was still wet, and I was like, it's gonna go hard. So yeah,
that's where you're in fourth.
Yeah, I went around the corner, I was in second, just like popped the clutch, and it rode it so good. And then it's a pretty wide road, and I went straight over to the gutter and around, and then into third, and was fishtailing, and just went straight up to limiter and kept going. So I was like, fuck it. Went fourth, and it was still going, and I only stopped because I got around another bend and I could see cars coming over the hill, so I was like, oh, better not. And yeah, that was like bouncing on the fucking dash at 180 k's. I don't know how fast I was actually moving, probably like maybe 80, 100, but yeah.
Yeah, you guys know the video. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I'll chuck
And he has a second part to the question. So, and we'll be bringing out t-shirts and jumpers as merch soon. Okay, so that's kind of like a big step.
Yeah, that's...
Because like the stickers and the lanyards, that's a different situation. That's a little easier. With the shirts and the jumpers, you got to like find decent. You can't just grab any. Then you got to make a deal with the company.
And it's really expensive to do, and it's also like, I don't know, with the stickers and lanyards and stuff, it's sort of like you guys put them on your car and stuff, and
Yeah.
you know, you'll get asked by strangers about it and stuff like that. And I think it's really cool. It's
Yeah.
cheap and it's fun and stuff like that. And
That's why I put it on the wang.
it's a good. It looks sick,
We're gonna get a bigger one.
Yeah. Oh, sticker. I thought you were talking about the wing. I was
Nah.
like, no.
Not any
Yeah.
bigger, but
You need a
just
bigger
a
sticker.
big sticker all the way across. We should get like fucking fake license plates made up.
Yeah.
Not to drive, just to go to events and shit.
Yeah.
Just for fun.
Meets.
Like just put GHO or something like that.
But yeah, I think eventually we will do jumpers and hoodies and stuff if there's more people that want it. But I only did the stickers and everything because I was getting messages every day about stickers and lanyards and
Yeah.
stuff like that. I even still do about hoodies and jumpers and shirts and all that stuff. And I do want to do that. It's just just not yet.
It's just expensive and it takes time, but you know, as we grow,
Yeah.
it'll happen.
Yeah.
So, I think that's most of the questions. If we didn't get to your question, I'm sorry. It's just if we did every single question, the video would go for a long amount of time, and at the moment it's just Matt editing. So, and his computer's a bit fucked.
Yeah, I have to get a new graphics card because my screen doesn't want to stay on for more than 3 seconds. That's fun. Just wants to have a disco.
Yeah.
So this next question is from Brock Miller 286. When will the VS be finished? Alright. Listen. Oh shit!
Fuck!
Yeah, see, even they know.
The cats are
punch
going
it up.
hard. What are you doing? It's expensive, man. Like legit.
I try to say it's going to be done by this time and that time, but it's hard because I cannot put a time on it.
It's like 12 grand, people. That's a lot.
Of money and time, and like I'm trying to get my own house right now. I'm more focused on bettering where like myself and having my own place to live and move forward in my life rather than just have a fully sick Commodore. So.
Yeah, exactly. So you got to think about life as well, rent, even food, you know. And food's, I think I spent 6 grand on Uber.
What's wrong with you?
I need to fix something up in my life.
Yes, you do.
6
Jesus.
grand on Uber.
I should
But-
never have moved. He's gone wild.
You know what? At least I'm not fucking fat.
True. So these ones are from Daily Hooners. Shout out.
I think I already said.
Yeah. No, these are. What made you want to get a VS Commodore, and what's your favourite Japanese car? What made me want to get a VS? Someone I knew at the time had a sick VS wagon. I was hardcore into wagons, and I was just like, fuck yeah, they're cheap, decent power, cheap to like repair and easy to learn on and stuff. Like the V6, there's a lot of room in the engine bay. Everything's easy. Like it was just a good base, I guess. I didn't have a lot of money. These cars are cheap and fun, and so that's why I got a VS. And then, what's your favourite Japanese car? Probably an A86.
Yeah, we answered that in another question, but
What's your longest crab walk?
or that video.
Crab walk. Nah, not that one. Do you remember that party I had at my place? I just finished work and everyone was already at home in the backyard having a party.
Is it where we got in a fight with someone?
And
Or you got in a fight with someone and then I got in a fight with them?
I think so.
Okay.
And I think it was that night. And
Yeah, and then we went for a drive in the VT.
it might be.
Yeah.
And I had got home from work and I was driving the VS and I came down our street and turned at the roundabout and I seen everyone in the backyard going hard, fucking music pumping and that. So I stopped right outside my house and just dumped the clutch. And I rode it from there like to street, like my street was at the bottom of a bunch of other streets and I went for it fucking, I don't know, I'd say maybe 200 meters, I don't know. It was a long
Yeah, it was
skid.
pretty good.
It was
The
just
marks
like
are there for ages.
crab walk left and right the whole time, and then I only stopped because like this old lady, oh she wasn't old, probably like 40, 50, I don't know. Yeah, I only stopped because this like chick like started coming out onto the road like waving her fucking hand in the air, you know, like you fucking hooligan.
Yeah.
So I like got off the brake and just fucking next gear and just took off and went around the block.
Come back.
Yeah, I came back like 10 minutes later and everyone was like, oh shit. And no one got a video of it because no one like,
Yeah,
could
we
just
only
hear me-
started making videos like a year ago.
Yeah, true.
And the first one was like,
I did the VS.
The VS welded div.
Yeah, that one with my brother Jackson. The first upload was, the actual reason I started the channel was, I was always been so interested in YouTube. So is
Yeah.
Aiden. We've for
Talked
so
about it for
long,
ages.
yeah, we've always wanted to have a channel and stuff, but we always talked about like when we get older, we'd go get a house together and
Yeah.
then start making videos and stuff, and that's still the dream.
It's just hard as you get older, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of responsibilities and commitments already at play. And yeah, and I made a little compilation video when I crashed the original VS
Oh yeah.
of like from when I got it, all the stuff I did to it, the skids and everything up until the crash. And I put it on a Facebook group, and everyone was like it was sick and everything. And they
Oh
told,
yeah.
people were telling me I should actually make a YouTube.
Was that on Zip? Zip ties?
No, Holden V6 Nation, shout out.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, they said I should. Everyone was like, "Oh, you should put it on YouTube and make YouTube videos and stuff." And I was like, "I've always wanted to." Just, it's always been a thing where I was like scared to. I thought I'd just get hate and stuff, and I wouldn't be good at it, and I wouldn't like know how to edit and stuff. All of this stuff was just from doing it and learning.
Yeah, it's never like I've kind of an idea of it.
Yeah, I taught myself to edit. I taught myself how to make the videos good. Just everything about YouTube, like how it works and stuff like that. Yeah, and it was, I posted that compilation video that I had put on Facebook, and then after that, got the wagon like a month or two later and done the World of Diff video, and just from there we done the VT, Lowered Springs, and it just has gone from there.
That was in the same place we're doing this now.
Yeah, actually the same spot is where we done the VT. Yeah.
Just the VT one, we didn't realise back then, but we thought the shocks were just all loose. But later in the video, if you can see us tightening it, they were just fucked. But yeah, that VT, never again. Don't buy VT. Don't do it.
There's better bases to start with.
Like instantly, you say VX or VT, they're almost identical. But
VX.
everyone will choose a VX. Just because the rear garnish is not as ugly. But the Calais are not bad either way.
Jesse_Pooley. Plans for the VE? Nothing. It's not even really my car. It's my partner's car that was given to her by her stepmom and dad, and I've just been using it as my daily while the VS has been like blown up.
And V's aren't like,
And she just got her L's, and not long is going to have her P's and everything, and I've got the VL that's going to be done soon, and the VS and stuff. I've just been using the VE. It's not my car, and yeah, so there's no plans for that really.
fucking sticky tape. There's so many questions.
From Luke Ashford XX, favourite pre-90s Aussie muscle car?
Oh. Well, everyone. Yeah, Tirana.
I'm just gonna say out there either a HQ or a Tirana.
Yeah, it'd have to be. And it,
I mean,
you might hate me, but even in the forward side, there's some really nice ones.
Yeah.
Any GT.
ooh.
I used to work at this place called NS Tech. Shout out NS Tech. It was a good experience. It's just hardcore, mate. The guy works to the core. And we had this, I think it was I don't know how to explain it, but it has like the kangaroo decals on the side. It's like a Skippy, but it was a GT 351. It was a Clevo, and that night I had to stay probably to 11 just changing a radiator and just getting it ready, prep, just everything ready for wiring, getting everything out of the way. And before that, we went for a drive, and shit, dude, like.
Oh yeah, you sent me Snapchats, and I was like,
Oh
holy
wait, I can still
shit.
send you that snap, and we'll see if I can find a picture. And that night later, I'll probably send him the Skyline one as well.
Yeah,
And
700
got in that
horsepower Skyline.
It was freaking awesome. Alright.
Nah, probably, but probably not.
It's
But, like, this is just a quick snap.
But yeah, I would get one of them Fords, or even 33. Just for skids.
This one comes from Lukey's Crazy 95. When are you legends going to come to Melbourne or do a meetup? I'd be so keen, bro. Keep up the good work, you legend. Shout out to you, you're a mad cunt.
Yeah, thanks, man. Shit.
Cheers for the support, dude. That's so sick. We definitely want to do, like, once the VS
Big
is done.
meets and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I want to do a meet, like, at Western Sydney International Dragway. I want to take the VS down the track and then have a meet there or nearby.
And nothing
or
crazy
whatever.
big, but when we were growing up, I guess, like every meet used to be pretty decent.
Yeah.
Like KK's Liverpool used to go well, you know. But now, especially Sydney car scene's like dead almost. The only meets you get are like tuned, and you go there and everyone's like, their car's off their head, gorgeous, know. But then some of them are just Like, I'm not saying anything bad, but like, you know, it's not like everyone's of the same, you know. We all want to do the same thing type deal. Like community, everyone knows each other.
Yeah.
I might just be not in there, you know.
Okay, this one comes from Jacob_Allen02. What's your opinion on the VF Commodore and FG Falcon?
I like them both.
Yeah, I think they're sick cars. The FG turbos and that, they go hard.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, one of my dream cars is like a VF Senator or Club Sport, like so sick, or even a Bullet.
Yeah, you know what? The FG's quick cars just from factory, and you do a little bit of like a dump. I think a dump pipe, a tune, stock auto, stock everything, and they're already hitting 11s.
Yeah, they're just awesome cars. They're expensive, but good cars.
Yeah. Oh, another one's again I'm just gonna say just a quick one, A86, which is perfect. When you're coming down to Melbourne, so like if
Oh, I know that guy. He comments on all the videos. He's sick. I love you, guy.
Sick, I just like his comment.
Yeah, good on you.
So pretty much the drive, we'd be driving, we wouldn't be catching a plane, and it's too soon to be like thinking about that. Like, is it presumptuous? I don't know, but if there's a big large fan base in a certain area, for sure, and if everyone's keen
and like need to get a trailer and not drive the
Yeah.
VS that many kilometers, because it's just
We'll do a couple more. Let's see. Okay, this one by Cameron Haddo. I think this guy's like, he's a regular as well.
Yeah.
He's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
Meet and greet in Newcastle. See, that's far from that, but not too bad for me.
down. That's yeah.
But that's a pretty strong possibility.
Yeah.
Like, let's say if like we did, I think GearHeads did like a meet a while ago, February. That's when no one had their cars. We're all in like a limbo. You know when you have a really good car, but then you sell it, you make the mistake, then you get a shit box because you think that's what you need, but then you end up getting another car anyway. That's what the Mirage was to me, the VS Wagon was for him, the Metro was for Aaron, and Shane's just kept the Civic the whole time.
He's still in that slump.
He's still in it. Nah, Shane, your Civic's sick, it's just do something to it.
Yeah. Chuck a turbo on it, come on. Get some VTEC going.
Okay, Adam Hilly 3130 says, what sort of car would you recommend as a cheap manual rear-wheel drive car for burnouts?
Ooh. Okay,
Any Commodore.
and Falcons.
Yeah. We can't leave out the brothers. They're cheap too.
They're cheap and fun. I mean, I don't know if you can really get much cheaper than like a cheap manual Commodore and Falcon, but even like cheap Cressidas and stuff like that, manual rear-wheel drive, they're fun. Like,
but the Crazies, especially if they have like shit motor.
that's what and it's like, you know, if they are that cheap and stuff.
Yeah.
It's,
Alright, man. Your questions have been pretty good, guys.
yeah, just you guys are legends. Honestly, it's been so sick.
Yeah. You know what? He's on. Carl Life is lit. Probably said it just straight. Carl, but I can't say it because of my accent. But yeah. So what do you think about an RB20 VL? Look, any RB, it's gonna be an RB anyway. But I just feel like RB20 is a bit of a piss weak motor.
All right. Well. For an RB, I suppose it's
If
like
it's standard,
the worst
like
one.
yeah, no worries. Like, but you're not gonna drive an RB20 VL like a normal person, so you can't. I can't drive any car like a normal person, let alone a car that I'd want.
As long as it's an RB20 turbo, yeah, fuck yeah, it's sick.
Oh, if it's NA, don't even. I had my RB30 NA for a long time, on and off. It was good, but God, probably should have done a lot more things to it, you know.
Should've kept it.
Anyway, should close it up.
Still mad
Fuck you.
Alright guys, I hope that answered most of your questions. We tried to get them all. There's a lot, and a lot of like sort of similar questions.
Like, when will the VS be ready? Are we going to any states? My E36 questions about why I like it, why I hate it,
yeah.
and burnouts, which suits the demographic. But it's been good, guys.
Just know there's big plans like in the works. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff coming soon, so just stay tuned, watch this space. And
thanks for all the sub growth recently.
yeah, shout out to you guys. You guys have been going hard. As always, share the video, like the video, comment below, let us know what you thought about everything we've told you. What you think of us now.
Yeah. We're trying to be straight up honest.
Yeah,
Just
it's,
come out with what it is.
and yeah,
How we know shit.
and it's been awesome. You guys just are just straight up legends. It's awesome talking to you guys. All the
Yeah.
messages and stuff we get. Yeah, it's been good. And you'll see in the next video what's going on with this thing. Why is it jacked up? Like what's going on over there?
Well, what's that?
Oh, some shiny.
Ah!
See you next video.
Oh, it's off.
Fuck!
I'm kidding.